Shut up, bum. What? Nobody want to hear that, bro. I gotta focus. Gotta focus. 99, brother, 99.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Oh, come on.
And he's got some space here.
He missed that tackle.
To the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play.
Bring it back, bring it back.
Out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold,
bring it back, bring it back.
Hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr now to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Hey, 734.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Oh, my God.
Into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Jeremiah, you're not getting any drink. Go watch TV. Get out of here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, this nigga fumbling already.
This where the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now.
Ain't even try to block.
What's interesting to me is
no
they're
problem.
also in that spot in the
Come
field
right
where
in.
you take a
Tackle
shot.
him.
Do you change that up
Tackle
just
him.
because you're down
I'm
a
not going to
touchdown?
block him.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why
Crazy.
they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Damn, you want Josh to
Now
get
you're worried about,
mad,
just
bro?
as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Mahomes now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he
Good blitz,
goes.
good blitz.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Tripping out here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Later one.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 22, Mahomes. And he's got room. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Not getting off this edge, boy.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But all
Get the fuck out of here!
For the moment, it's a
And
touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points,
Yo,
so
he
they will
ass.
decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
They not blocking nothing.
and
He
that's not
just
going to
running
get it done
in.
in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Ooh, got lucky with that
And
one.
he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Again, yo?
He lost the football. I'll call it
Come
locker
on,
skill,
bro.
whatever the case is.
He at
They're feeling good about
99.
just keeping the football
He
there.
just
Yeah,
keep
the biggest thing
fumbling.
they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, my God.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's
No
no doubt about
protection.
it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. And oh, it's complete.
Jump right
What a
over his
catch at the
ass.
7.
That put
They're
more
able to
back
convert
there.
on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st
Better
and
put
goal.
more back there on Hill. I'm telling you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. As
He
well as
just
scores
leave his
from
block,
earlier
bro?
today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped.
Yeah, I
happy
can't
up
make
here
this shit up.
sometimes. The Raiders
This is
going to
crazy.
use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
What's wrong, mamas?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to
Get the
really
fuck
take
outta
you
here.
on. This is not football
Can't
the way
jump
he
in front of
sees it.
that.
I could
He
take
wants
it.
a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
44, my orbit.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, that was a bad throw,
man. The tip there
man.
altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Supposed to float it right over his head.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, and down he goes.
Just give me some protection, for Christ's
Maurice
sake.
Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught.
Got about him, huh? Got about him.
Touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half.
It's all the illusion. You know what I'm saying? Got him focused on Tyreek Hill.
And it's now 17-14.
Voila. Mecole.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm trying to get him, bro. Trying to get him, man. You know, he undefeated.
The Chiefs offense about set
I'm trying to give him that easily.
They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
But the blocking I'm getting up here is just,
like to call them.
it's just ridiculous.
Things in a certain way in the first half.
Ain't getting no
to see
blocking.
what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
That the whole team morale is just bananas.
Because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Oh, my
And he'll
God.
slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Oh, my goddamn play. Ah, shit. Can't find it.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, G. Let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check safety, check safety.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that
I know what I
defense
need
right
to do
there?
next time
The
he
zone
run
was
that
absolutely
bullshit.
locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Well,
Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there.
What? Yo, get the
Excellent
fuck
work
outta
on
here.
the run back there, 33 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Unfucking believable.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How
time.
many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Oh my God.
Find Galladay, that's complete.
Wide open.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Carr completes it. He's got a first down and much more.
I'm just not
Inside the 20.
understanding,
Good
like,
work
why are they
after the
blowing the
catch. Going to
coverage?
net him 23 and a
They
first.
blowing coverage.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
93. 93. Hey, high 7.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
No, you're not.
It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
Monday, down. Blue 80. 1, Raider 1. We want it. Come to my work. Blue 80, Blue 80,
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass.
No,
It's
you're not.
complete.
Oh,
And this
come
play
on.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage
Come
back to the
on.
15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Anthony Hitchens, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie things at 17.
Oh, my God.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive
Missed
after
the
the field goal.
season?
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown.
That hurt right there.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Damn, that hurt. Oh, that hurt it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after
Don't
punting last
that shit
time.
on
See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Now here's a pass on 1st down.
I should have waited. I ain't
and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, get
This is
out
going
of
to be
here.
intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was looking for Watkins that time. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range.
Oh, that
you
was
can't throw a
bullshit.
pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
29. Hey, Alpha.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Express. I got motion man. Leave. You're mine. I got this. Hey, Delta.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Oh,
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tight dog. Check 26. Express. Motion.
On first down, Jacobs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Fall down. 180. Watch the run. Jim.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And McManus able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Yellow. There's a lot, 80. Like 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
Back to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
Some bullshit.
you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
Man, I had
Still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Oakland, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that sends them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis.